Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. I am the Black Dove Oracle. I was going to record this and I just said, you know what? I should just make it alive. It's funner that way. If people are available, if they're not, then it is a recording that you can watch again, my honeys. Today is going to be like an 18 plus. Well, as 18 plus as we can get on this reading, but it's called Your Life with Your Future Partner. Now, this could be a future spouse. It could just be a partner. This probably would be a reading for people who are not partnered yet, or maybe they're heading into that. So we will see. It may not work too well if you're already in a partnership, because we're looking at some future partnership, but I don't know, take it where it resonates. So my honeys, a few things in terms of housekeeping. I just first of all want to thank all of my subscribers. I really feel very supported in growing this brand new channel. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone getting some personal readings from me. I've been doing those quite often, so I feel very grateful for those. And I really like your comments. I like your likes. And please, if you're brand new here, my name is Kamara. I'm a psychic medium. I channel my ancestors, spirit, even these ancient divine sibyls that were the original oracles. So welcome to my channel. I have live content as well as recorded content, so I hope you check it out if you like the vibe here. So yeah, if you would like a personal reading, all that information will be on my website at www.blackdoveoracle.com. That's the only place that I have information for readings. So please don't get taken by people approaching you in the comments or trying to DM you. That's not the way that I work. That's really not the way a lot of readers on here work. They have specific instructions for you, so don't get scammed. If you would like to perhaps collaborate at some point, this is my email address, blackdovedreamer@gmail.com. I really would love to collaborate. I would love to talk to you about that. So yeah, let me know if that's something you're interested in. And lastly, my honeys, again, before you leave, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, maybe even commenting. I do usually give you like a hint for an emoji or something. So if you're available to do that, let me know. I appreciate your comments. I try to reach everybody and comment back. So yeah, really love your comments, and please consider subscribing. Okay, my honeys, so let's go ahead and dive into this reading. We're going to go as 18 plus as we can. YouTube still has a lot of rules about that. And I don't have a Patreon or something where we're doing really deep dives, but maybe one day. We'll see. So let's go to, let me turn this banner off. And let's go to group number 1. I have my tea, so hopefully I won't have like a scratchy voice. I've already done the Palo Santo clearing, so I think we're good. So hello, my honeys. Let me put up group number 1. And we'll take this background down. And we'll go to group number 1. So welcome, my honeys. If you are here, please let me know who you are in the comments. I really love to chat it up with people while I'm filming these things, but this was kind of like a last minute live, so I'm not sure how many people we're going to get in here, but hello to those who are here. So this particular pick a card is life with your future partner. I said partner, but it could be your spouse if you decide to get married, or maybe this is someone you're just going to have a long-term relationship with. So let's go to group number 1 and let's clear the vibe. Okay, group number 1. I have have a few prompts that I'm going to ask. I'm going to first ask about, have you met this person yet? We'll just do like a simple, upright is yes, reverse is no. And then we will touch into the vibe of this relationship, just the overall vibe. And then we're gonna dive into like what your partner brings to the marriage or partnership and what you will bring to the partnership and what is it that you both need out of the partnership. And then we will touch a little bit on the XX energy of the relationship. And then we will go into the story of the relationship. Like, what's the beginning story of this relationship? And maybe even touch into some of the challenges. So, group number 1, welcome to your reading. All right. So, why don't we check first to see if you have met this person? And then we'll get the overall vibe of the relationship, group number 1. It does strike me that your avatar was one of the kind of slightly older couple. So this might be, for some of you, Spirit is even saying, this is someone that your relationship's going to have a lot of humility involved in this relationship. There's going to be a lot of loving kindness in this relationship. And there's an understanding, too, that you both in this relationship have your own path. You have your own individual paths. Even as this relationship brings you both together, you both have your own individual paths and you both will honor that for each other. This is not going to be that kind of relationship where you both are kind of tied at the hip. Even though you both will be very close together, Spirit is saying that you both have your own things that you're doing in life right now. You have your own goals. You have your own kind of wishes. Let's see if you've met this person yet. Have you met them yet? Because I would think this is mostly a singles reading. Have you met them yet? No, you haven't. But this is going to be a very passionate encounter. I mean, you see how there's going to be, it's going to be a lot of attraction in this relationship. This relationship, Spirit is saying, it's going to make your heart sing. Maybe after a while, both of you have had to really heal from some past things, Spirit is saying. But when you both come together, I think either one or both of you, I'm even just getting that vibe right now, group number 1, that either one or both of you would be thinking that you were never going to partner again. That's interesting. Like maybe one or both of you would think, I'm in a later part of my life. Who needs another relationship? But I think group number 1, this is going to be one where you're like, oh, wow, I didn't even know I could still feel that way. I mean, somebody's going to be like, wow, maybe people in group number 1, you've been a little bit on a hiatus with relationships. Maybe you haven't dated anyone in a while. But this is going to wake you up, this relationship. It's about to wake you up. It's going to wake you up in a very passionate way. This particular picture, it reminds me of an old movie that I used to like. It was a foreign film. Well, foreign to me. I think it's a German film. It was called Wings of Desire. I think it was made in the 80s or something, maybe the 90s. But Wings of Desire, it tells the story of this angel who just has their regular responsibilities of looking out for their human population. And then there's one person that this angel looks out for and falls in love with her and asks to kind of fall from heaven to start a romantic relationship with her. I don't know why that movie's coming up or even that storyline, but for group number 1, you're going to feel like this partner was made just for you, was made just for you, was made, um, I keep hearing just for you. Like you're going to, all the things that you have wanted, all the things that you have desired in a partnership. I think when this person arrives, when this person arrived in your life, you're going to see that they were made for you. They were most definitely made for you. And they may think the same thing about you. You know, take it where it resonates. But I think that you both are going to feel like, wow, why didn't we meet each other before? Or, you know, I think you both will have a lot of questions in the beginning of your relationship like that. Like, why didn't we meet before? And you're going to find that you both were in the same places. Like, you may not have lived too far from each other. You know, at certain points, you both may have traveled somewhere but never saw each other. It reminds me of that movie too, Amelie. Amelie, is that a French movie? And how she has these little clues to this guy, right? But you know, like you could see them missing each other, like walking on the same street, and it's gonna feel like that. Group number one, the overall vibe here, even though it says humility, it's about understanding that you both were probably always really closely aligned, but for some reason, um, hey, Divine Roberts, I'm glad you're here. I thought I was going to be alone, you know, filming these because I kind of just did it at the last moment. So I'm glad you're here. Yeah, hopefully this will be exciting. Hopefully it's 18 plus. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I think even though you both will feel like, wow, we were so close yet so far away from each other, I think when you both connect, group number one, it's gonna feel like, oh, I know why we just met right now. Because I had to do some healing here. I had to grow here. I had to have this experience here. So it's gonna be one of those relationships where you all are you're gonna feel like you want to catch up for lost time. But Spirit is saying, when you both come together, and I have a feeling this is more of an older relationship. I mean, just the people are much more mature, um, but take it wherever you want to with the age. But I don't get that you both are like young, like first dealing with your first love. It's not that. Yeah, this relationship is going to be very playful. That's why I think you all are older in this group number one, because I think you haven't been in that energy in a while of just playing, of letting loose, having a lot of like the one-on-one time that you all have in this marriage, in this partnership. It's really cute. I don't know why Spirit's using that word, but it's really cute. Like you all will be like, hey, you know, like somebody will be sitting down, scoot over, I just want to sit on your lap. Or, you know, like there's things where you all are always kind of touching and hugging, and it's a very tactile relationship. I think at first you both are going to have it go a little bit slow, because you need to know, who are you? Like both of you are going to be very interested in knowing each other at a depthful level, group number one. It's almost as if you are tired of dealing with romantic games, one or both of you. I kind of get both of you. And you both are going to spend a little bit of time, Spirit is saying. Maybe you'll be engaged for a long time. Maybe you all will date for a long time before you decide to like partner. One more card here, Spirit is saying. Yeah, this relationship, I think for both of you, there's going to be a moment where you both are going to just release control. Because I think in the beginning of the relationship, you both are like, well, listen, you know, if this happens, I'm out. And the other person's like, yeah, if this happens, I'm out. Like you both are going to be sitting here talking to each other about like your deal breakers. And then you both are going to realize, why are we spending so much time on things that haven't happen between the both of us? Why are we spending so much time trying to make sure the things that we don't want to happen is what we're focusing on? I think you both come to some epiphany, like we're not even like that with each other. And I think that's where the relationship starts to grow. I think that's where the relationship starts to become a partnership. Let's talk about your partner here. I want to talk about what your partner brings. I was going to say brings to the table, but what your partner brings. And I also want to talk about what your partner needs in the relationship. And then we're going to ask what you bring and maybe what you might need in the relationship, because I think that's marriage, right? I mean, that's partnership, whether you get married or not. It's kind of like you both have strengths, and then you may have some parts of you that has some needs from your partner. It would be kind of interesting to go into a whole partnership and not think that you don't need something from your partner. You know what I mean? But many of us try to go in and create that illusion, right? So your partner, who are they? Wow. I would say that this is a person who they engage in a lot of solitude. Like, they don't mind being alone. I don't think that they think of it as being lonely. I think that when they're alone, they're really taking some time to do some of their own inner growth. I think this is a partner that has a very sacred inner life. Their inner life is very sacred to them. This person could have a spiritual belief or practice, or they're just really into giving back to themselves. I don't know why, but Spirit is showing me someone who might even go camping on their own. They might go hiking on their own. They might go into nature on their own. Hey, Goddess Guru Melina, nice to see you. You're at group number 1, so we're right here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so this is a person who doesn't mind going off on their own in nature. Spirit's saying when you both get together, that might be something that concerns you. You're always going to want to know. This is group 1. This is group 1 PM. Thank you. This person, it may concern you that they go out in nature like that by themselves. You're always going to be like, wait, where are you going? Maybe I should go with you. But this is really how they get their alone time. They're used to being out in nature by themselves. I don't think they do very dangerous things or, go on very long trips, but they may go camping by themselves. They may go out into nature to rejuvenate. That's something that they will share with you. This is also a person, group number 1, who may have like a meditation practice or something where they go away and do, I'm hearing hermitage. So maybe that's a part of their practice where they might go for a month or more on a meditation retreat. So this is someone that has an alone life. And I think you both are going to be okay with that. Because like I said, this relationship, first of all, carries the vibe of humility. You don't claim in this relationship, either one of you don't claim to be the only one for your partner. I mean, in the sense of, let me make sure I'm saying that right. You don't claim to be the only source for your partner, whether that's in comfort or support or love. You know that your partner has other areas where they can get care. And they know that about you too, group number 1. This is a very mature relationship. It's not where people are hanging on to each other and getting jealous. This is not that relationship. Hey, Cicada. How are you? I just decided to go live again. I was just like, well, I'm going to record it. Might as well go live. Yeah, this is someone you both, I think in the very beginning of your relationship, when you both are dating, you both are going to be like, listen, liberation. It doesn't say liberation. It says liberator, but I'm telling you, liberation in terms of like the mental and the emotional, you both live with that balance in your relationship. It's not one where you both have to be tied at the hip, but you both love each other and want to be with each other when you are with each other. But there's many times in this relationship where you'll take your own vacation, they'll take their own vacation. There's many times where they may go and study for a month. They're going to be like, hey dear, I want to go on this meditation retreat. It's a month. I'm going to be gone. And you're going to be like, okay. I mean, this is a relationship that is really built on a lot of trust. Again, I don't see any jealousy here. I don't see people who are like hanging on to each other for dear life. What is that called? Tied at the hips. Good, Cicada, because we're going to move forward. So what is it that I asked about what your partner brings to the table? This partner brings a lot of deep understanding of the self. This is going to be a partner like in your relationship. They see themselves often. Even if they are grouchy, they'll see that about themselves. They'll be like, oh, hey, Don, oh, sorry, I kind of answered you in a really short way. I didn't mean to do that. You're going to find your partner is always catching it before you even have to say anything. Your partner's like, you know what? I'm feeling like I just need to go take a shower and start over again. Or, like they're going to kind of be that person that's going to be self-aware of their emotions and how they're expressing their emotions. So this person is, I think that's where that meditation comes in, because they're so, that a goddess guru, that emotional intelligence, it is like a 6-figure salary. Can we just highlight that? Let's just highlight, it is. Some people are feeling like the only thing they need to do nowadays, let me just go on a tangent, goddess guru. Some people do think like the only thing they need to do nowadays is make money. And no, hun, the thing that you really need to do is become emotionally intelligent. That will take care of everything. That will take care of most things. Because I think if you're emotionally intelligent, it really does begin to positively impact other areas of your life. You know what I mean? Like you will start to pick a job that actually is taking care of you and your business, like you will also choose relationships and have boundaries around them. So when you're emotionally intelligent, it is the 6 figures. It is the goal. It is the treasure. Okay, right, Cicada? Thank you, Melina, because it is true. It's like nobody else is looking for, there's plenty of millionaires and billionaires on the planet who I am quite sure many of us would not date because these people do not, their emotionally intelligence is not there. And we won't continue on that tangent. One more thing that this partner, your future spouse brings, group number 1, you love the way they talk to you. This partner loves to whisper things in your ear, especially when you all are in public. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they'll come up like while you're like at the grocery store, they'll be like, you're kind of taking your basket down the aisle, to come up behind you and they'll be like, hey, lady, hey, guy, you kind of looking really good. Like they'll say something like that and you'll be like trying to compose yourself, because this person, I think, again, there is going to be that playfulness in your relationship. It's going to be, even look at your avatar. I know it's going to switch places, but look at your avatar, because it's like there's a lot of, I don't know, it's like lightheartedness in this relationship. You love the way that your partner talks to you. You love how their attention is on you, even when you're not even thinking about it. Like maybe you all go to a party and you end up just kind of talking to different people. And then you'll kind of get the feeling like, oh, where's my partner at? And the next thing you know, they're like right there. Like there's a sense of you all being very, timing wise, very aligned that way. Like you'll be somewhere somewhere and you're like ready to go. You're like, oh, feeling a little tired. There's your partner. I'm feeling a little tired. Are you ready to go? And you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like there's going to be a lot of synchronicity in this relationship. But I do want to say the thing that your partner brings is a very soothing voice, a very soothing. They may read poetry to you. They may sing to you, however they use their voice. They may sing, read poetry to you, just talk dirty to you even. So let's go into what your partner might need, because we all do have some needs when we come into the relationship, and Spirit says your marriage and partnership will be no different. Yeah, that part. Don't you hate, Cicada, when you're with someone and their timing is not with yours? Like they're never ready to leave, you're ready to leave. You're not ready to leave, they're ready to leave. Like it's always mismatch. But no, it's better when you both are like, hey, you can look at each other across the room and you both know time to leave. All nonverbal connection. This partner, what are their needs coming into the relationship? You are going to have to be comfortable with some of the ways that your partner is still learning about how they can be in this relationship with you. Maybe your partner has been wounded in the past and it makes them a little careful in certain areas. And I think their need when they come in is to be able to be whoever they need to be in the relationship. Not to where, because I was looking for that card again. Yeah, this card doesn't necessarily mean that they're deceptive, but sometimes they can wear a mask of like, oh, everything's okay, hun. And you're going to be, in this marriage, you're going to realize, or partnership, you're going to realize that your partner sometimes says they're okay when they're not okay. And you're like, and it may have nothing to do with you. Maybe they're upset about something that happened at work or whatever. And they're always going to be like, oh, I'm fine. And you're going to be like, and you're going to start to work with them with being okay to share their burdens. I think that this partner that you marry, group number one, they're very used to being in charge. They're very used to being responsible for things. They're very used to having to carry the load. When they meet you, group number one, this is going to be one of those first relationships where they actually will be able to relax. Well, they're going to know that even if they're not taking care of everything, you've got things. If they, it's like that old Teddy Pendergrass song. It's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. But anyway, in the song, he talks about how really some relationships are rarely 50-50. They may start off that way, but there may be times where it's 60-40, 30-70. And it's because sometimes, it is, you have to carry something for your partner. You have to help them with something they're going through. They do say that, right? In sickness and in health. What's the next line? Is it sickness and health? I don't even know what the next. But anyway, it just implies that if you all are going to be in this partnership, to understand that not everybody's going to be able to show up and be like, looking like, everything's okay all the time. There may be deep things that happen to your partner that you're going to teach this partner. You could share that with me. You can share yourself with me. So that's one thing that your partner's going to need in the relationship: permission to be themselves, to take off their mask. to show who they actually are. I think this is a more early on thing that you will recognize. The other thing that they're going to need in this relationship is to feel like their inner child is safe, that it's okay to express their inner child, that their inner child nature. Yeah. Yeah, cicada. Yeah, just leaning on each other respectfully, right? I want to highlight that too, because it's like this partner, I don't get that your partner group number one is always in a place where they can be vulnerable. I think they've had to take care of a lot of things, even growing up as a child. Maybe they're the oldest. Maybe they were in charge of their family way before they even became an adult. There's something about their inner child work that you're going to see. Like they just need times where they're not responsible. If this is a hetero relationship between a male and a female, this person is very much going to always be in their masculine energy. And they're going to find it very hard to downshift into their feminine softness sometimes. You're going to show them that that's okay to express. You may not want to permanently live there. I mean, both of you might be very comfortable with the energy expressions that you both have, but you also let your partner know in this relationship if they need to like be held, if they need to cry, like you're going to allow space for that. You're not going to judge them and say, oh, you're not a man, or you're not a, you're not an adult because you're like, no, you're going to give them the emotional space to sort out anything that needs to be sorted out. In fact, group number one or both of you in this relationship, I think will go through some deeper mental health healing. It has nothing to do with the relationship, but Spirit is saying the relationship makes it safe for them to go back and heal some childhood traumas. That's very specific, but it might be in this relationship. Your partner or yourself may decide, this is a safe enough place for me to go and do some early childhood work that I need to do. I know that my spouse will be okay with me doing this work. I know that my spouse will hold it down. Either you feel like that, or they will feel like that, or both of you will feel like that. So that is a couple of things your partner brings and a couple of things your partner will need, group number one. What about you? What is it that you bring? What is it that you bring to the relationship, group number one? You bring that prostitution. No, I'm just kidding. You bring a sense of like, hold on. Money is not always so much about how much we can save. Money has to also be about how much we can use it to enjoy our lives. You are going to help your partner, group number one, kind of loosen up some of their perspectives on money. You're going to help this partner enjoy, because again, I think you both, this playfulness, you're going to help your partner learn how to loosen up, how to be okay with, I'm even hearing to be okay with like seeming failures. Like there's something about your partner, they're dealing with a little bit with perfectionism, and you're going to be the one that comes in and says, money doesn't have power over us. We can use money to have fun. We can make money the way we need to make it. You have a different attitude towards the material that this person, I think they're going to need to see modeled. You're also going to be a great teacher for your partner. You're going to be a very great teacher for your partner. And this is funny because Spirit is saying your partner is going to say this. Like if you all ever have an anniversary or there's some kind of toast they're going to do, your partner's going to say, you know what? My spouse is like my greatest teacher. They're going to rattle off, and you'll probably be so surprised. They will rattle off all these things they've learned from you. Some of them will be funny. Some of them will be right on. They really see you as someone that came into their life right at a time where they thought, I'm not going to have another relationship. And here you come. Here you come, group number one. What are going to be some of your possible needs in this relationship? I think you are going to need in this relationship, group number one, the ability to also be in your innocence, the ability to also not have to know everything, just acting from your heart. I think for you both in this relationship, there's a little bit of perfectionism on both of your parts, but it expresses differently. Group number one, the need that you have in relationships is being okay to not have everything taken care of. Even though your partner's going to like that you take care of things when they can't, they're also going to understand the reciprocity of you not having to hold everything down either. When it's your turn, you get to rest and relax in your ability to just be. You may not be able to take care of everyone all the time. And your partner is going to teach you that that's okay. You both have this together. You both are in this together. There's a lot of talk like that in the beginning of your marriage. Like, no, we're in this together. I think you both go through something where you individually try to handle something that really would be better if you shared with your partner. And yeah, I think you both learn this with each other. Like, no, I'm telling my partner about something that's bothering me or something that I've been struggling with my whole life. It's not trauma bonding. My partner actually wants to help me and support me, and it doesn't have to be too much. I think this group number one, your partner is going to share with you, you are not too much. You are not too much. I want to listen and love and care for you. And I know that there's things that you struggle with. It's not too much for me. You're going to hear that from your partner. This is also going to be a place where the need of you coming forward with your ideas, group number one, some of you are very high visionaries, very creative. There's things that you have been wanting to do, but there's been, I don't know, Spirit's been saying that maybe you haven't always felt like you were in the environment to strike out on some of these new ideas. This partnership is going to be a place where you feel completely supported and held to do that. Some of you, when you enter this partnership or this marriage, you may decide that you want to do a career shift, and your partner's going to be, yeah, go for it. For real, this partner's going to be like, what? You don't want to be a doctor anymore? Don't be a doctor anymore. What do you want to do? I want to be a meditation teacher. Okay, go for it, hun. Like, it's going to be that relationship where you finally feel like, group number one, you get permission, not that you need that permission in a relationship, but I'm saying you finally get the go ahead to just really go with what you love to do, what you have passion for. Your partner didn't marry you for your career, Spirit is saying. Your partner didn't, even though you may have a great career when you meet your partner, that wasn't something, I think even your partner is going to tell you this, that's not something that was like the cherry on top or anything. It wasn't that. Your partner is going to really love you for different, very authentic reasons that have nothing really to do with your career, even though you might be very successful when your partner meets you. Okay, let's go to the X vibe. It is an 18 plus. Let's go to, like, what is this attraction? I mean, what's the physical in this relationship? Yeah, balance, right? Let me make sure I'm reading everybody's comments. Oh, whatever I'm drinking. Oh, it's like, I found this tea. Is it a yogi tea? It's yogi tea, but it's like turmeric and honey and lemon. Oh my God. And I put a little plant-based milk in there. It is good. I have it on my tea warmer. I feel very like I'm a Taurus moon and I'm feeling so much Taurus energy right now. Like I made myself a big crock pot of like red beans and rice. And I've been like really nurturing myself. I'm going to take a bath again after this. I'm in my like Taurus vibe right now, you all. I'm feeling so good. I'm all like, and I realize I don't really have to work until late tomorrow. I'm all like, this is good. I can just, I'm feeling that Taurus energy right now. Okay. So actually, this is interesting. Hold on. Where is it? You all, I might not be able to show all these cards, right? But the Hermit came out first for your partner, and then we have the Hierophant. I kind of feel like those are connected. Hold on. Turn my air on. It's starting to get like hot. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I think I've picked this up before. Yeah, that Taurus Venus, man. I feel like when it is like a Taurus moon, it just feels like let's hug and eat and sit in front of the fire, kind of. Yeah. You know, there's something about your ex life and your partner really being into like meditation and really into whatever spiritual practice they have. For this person, your partner, they regard X as very sacred. It's weird. It's not weird. I don't want to use weird as the word. It's interesting because I think you're going to find that they worship you when you all are having the act. Show me what you mean, Spirit. Spirit's like, you're going to find that they're very present with you when you all are intimate. It is like they know every hair on your body. They know every shape, every nook, every cranny. They're going to be that kind of partner. I mean, I know this sounds kind of weird, but that partner who will discover a new mole on your back. Oh, you have a new mole. Or where did you get this little scrape? What happened to you? They're going to know everything. Hey, Divine Robbers. Glad you're back. They're going to know. I think this relationship, the comings togethers, actually, this person will study every part of you. They'll be like, oh, hun, like you'll feel like they just kind of like know every detail of your body. For some of you, if you are still getting like a monthly, they're going to notice, oh, look, I think that your cycle's about ready to start. This is going to be one of those partners. They're going to notice everything about your body. Drink more water, hun. Like you seem a little dehydrated. Look at your lips. You know, like I don't think they're trying to control you or anything. They're just going to notice things about you that you're like, okay, this is interesting. And I think too, they have like a little ritual they like to go through with you before you all kind of like go and do the deed. They like for you both to like shower together, you know, have a nice meal. Your ex life is part of like a whole process, like a whole ceremony, a whole ritual. Like you both know, this relationship doesn't tend to have a lot of like, how do I want to say, quickies everywhere. I mean, maybe in the beginning you will, but I think this relationship is very like, this is a more methodical lover. They do like to take their time with you. They do like to talk. They have probably been touching you all day. That will probably let you know that they're going to be in the mood. This is kind of like one of those lovers where you just know when they want to make love because they're always touching you all day, no matter where you're at. And you could be like, okay, that's their nonverbal way of saying, when we get home, I want to do. Very attentive. You're right, Cicada. Very attentive. A lot of these cards are nude. But what I'm going to say is, even when you all are together, it feels like you both can manifest things together. I don't know if you all will touch on that in the beginning of the relationship, but later in the relationship, I think you both will really understand and maybe even experiment with manifesting with the big O. Like when you both are getting ready to have the O, you both think of something that you both want to come to you, like some kind of manifestation, maybe of money, maybe of a house, maybe of a trip. Like you both are going to be like, what is it that we want to manifest with our O energy? And and you both are going to be like, well, I did want that trip to wherever. And they're like, okay, you concentrate on it and I'll concentrate on it. And then when you both hit the O, you're like, I'm getting ready. Are you getting ready? Yeah, not to tell you all how to do that, but it can be possible. And I think you both would be into that, manifesting with your O energy. Yeah, you can get that new car. And get that extra money you're talking about. This might be a relationship, very interesting. This might be a relationship where in the beginning you both might like to do substances together. Loosens up the vibe. Some of you both might like to drink together. Some of you might like to do a little smoky smoke together before you do something. Some of you might do psychedelics together. Who knows? But yeah, you all kind of like that vibe a little bit in this marriage. You don't mind letting loose like that. Yeah, here's a magician again. I think you both are going to be into that O manifestation. I really do. I think that's how you're going to. Yeah. I know you kind of don't see their face in this avatar, do you? If you're looking for a male rep. Here's what I will say. There's going to be some things that happen in your relationship. We have the moon here. There's going to be, the more and more you get to know this partner, there are things that you will learn about them that will surprise you. Maybe things that they'll learn about you that will surprise them. Yes. And there may be some discoveries you both will make, actually. Be like, oh, maybe you both will talk about it and be like, I've never tried that. Have you tried that? No, I've thought about it. You want to try it? It's going to be something like that. And then you both are going to be like, wow, you just, even in this relationship after years, maybe, because I do believe this relationship is more mature. I think you both are really going to discover new and different actual things. This person will can't show you everything, but this person will like lingerie on you. They will like that. They will like when you buy certain kinds of things. They will like that. Anything else? 18 plus. Yeah. I think that your partner will feel as if at certain points in this relationship, they're going to feel like they're very obsessed with you. And maybe that comes after you both kind of discover that little actual thing I told you about, like that you both don't know yet. But this partner, I think they're both, this partner is going to realize that with you, group number one, they could easily get out of control. How do I want to put this? I think with you, group number one, you will stir something in the way that they've always thought of themselves as a grounded, even killed person, you know, meditators. They're like, I'm staying present in the present moment. But when they meet you, it's almost as if they can't stay present. You are constantly on their mind. In the background of this card, because I can't show it to you, there's like the devil in the background holding something. So this person feels like there's actually, they will feel a great desire to be with you a lot. Something that I think in the beginning, they're going to wonder if they are losing control or if they are obsessive with you. I think it's because of the energy exchange that is happening in this relationship. It really does feel like there's a huge, like you both are using the energy in such a way. This is why I think you both start to get into specific things around your O's, because I think you both are going to realize that your O's are magnetic. Like your O's, like together, you all are manifesting some kind of energy that you both could start to bring things into your reality. I think that's how you're going to discover it, is that you both are like, wow, when we are together, there's like something otherworldly happening with our ex. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, practical magic. What part of practical magic? Oh, a glass of mead. Yes. And a little Mary Jane, huh? Yeah. So I mean, really, I think this is going to be the discovery in this relationship. It's like, are you feeling what I'm feeling when we're doing this? And you're going to be like, yeah. And you both are going to be like, do you want to explore this more? Because I really do feel like you both are going to be like, I've never felt that when I've been with someone. And, you know, you both would think, I've had some really great ex in my life, but I haven't felt this. And you both are going to be like, yeah, what do we do with this? This is interesting. This could be used for something. I think you both are going to experiment with that. I really do. Okay. What's the relationship story? Let's see if we can get into that. You're always on my mind. That's not Kenny Rogers. I'm thinking about some country song. You're always on my mind. Who was that guy? He had like was it Willie Nelson? It was Willie Nelson. Can I show this? Anyway. You know, I think that this relationship, it's really going to put a perspective on past relationships. Just, I don't know. I don't think you're going to both sit there and compare things, but I think you both are going to be like, this relationship feels so much better to me in so many ways. You both have no problems in intimacy. In fact, there's new places to discover and grow. You both take care of each other. It just feels like a grown folks relationship. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, wait, did Willie die today? I thought he was dead already. Damn. Willie Nelson? You're always on my mind. He lived a long time if he did. He had to have been in his 90s, because I think Willie Nelson was old when I was young. He was always he comes through as a sweet vibe, though. Did he die today? Willie. Who do you love? You know, I think in this relationship, there is so much like attraction, but I think you all play with it. You guys play with your attraction. You play, again, I see that playfulness. Like you all don't mind keeping the relationship very, I don't know, keep it going. You know what I mean? Like you guys love that about each other. Okay, I should wrap it up because I have 4 more groups to go. Do I have 4 or 3 more groups? But that's kind of it. Like I think this person, you all, you're going to love this relationship. There's so much to learn. There's so much that you both are going to discover. Yeah. I don't see, oh, I didn't go through the challenges. Let me just bring up a challenge just in case. I know. He was in his 90s. He had to have been because I was like, dude was old when I think that song came out, and that was a long time ago. You know, this relationship, it's not really a challenge, but it's letting you know something. This relationship where you both have experienced a broken tower, this relationship is going to be one where you rebuild your towers together. You rebuild together. There's something about this relationship where you both, whether it's mentally, spiritually, even financially, you both are going to build together something very solid, something very strong. You're going to rebuild your tower. It's going to be very beautiful, this relationship, in terms of the support you guys give each other, but also just the level of connection. It's quite interesting. Okay, group number 1. Let me know what you thought of this particular relationship, your future life with your spouse, your partner. I thought this was very sweet. So I'm going to gather the cards again. Let me know. Take a moment to like this reading since we are live. It just helps other people discover the recording later. Yeah, and I thank you, group number 1, for taking a listen. Let's organize the cards again, and we will get on. Ah, thank you, Goddess Guru. Amen. Okay. And we will go to group. I was like, where's those cards? Okay. And we will change to group number 2. I kind of went on for a while. All right. I think whenever I write down a lot of questions, it goes longer. But we did want it to be detailed as much as we could. All right. I know I'm still tripping on Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson, I don't know why I thought he had already passed. You know, lately there's been all these stars that are passing away, or celebrities, whatever you want to call them. And I've been thinking, oh, I thought they were already passed on. Like Quincy Jones, I didn't know he was in his 90s. I was like, I just have like a picture of people frozen in my head, probably from when they were like 30 or 40. But yeah, that's interesting. Willie Nelson, you're always on my mind. I don't remember anything else about the song, but I remember that part. Awesome. Thank you, Cicada, for the timestamp. All right. Let's change it to group number 2. All right. And let's clear the energies. So group number 2, welcome to your reading on your life with your future partner. We're going to get an overall vibe of what this life will be like with your mutual. So that might be something you all call each other. Oh, he's not dead? Who's not dead? Willie? Y'all let me know. We're going to get like what is the overall vibe of this relationship, this partnership. Could be a marriage, could just be a long LTR. And then we're going to what your partner brings and what they need, what you bring, what you might need, the X in the relationship, the intimacy vibe. And then we'll get into an overall story of this relationship, maybe some challenges, some lessons in the relationship. All right, group number 2, welcome. So have you met this person? Let me just pick that out really quick. Have you met this person? If it's upright, you have. If not, no, you haven't met this person. It's negative. Yeah. You haven't met this person? Because I think both of you are working really hard right now, or someone is. They're not looking for a relationship right now. They got their head down. All right, either one or both of you. So the overall energy of this relationship is patience. This is going to be a partnership where you both are allowed to change in it. You both are allowed to grow. You both see your partner as a transformational person. Yeah. Oh, is that why it might be it might be mutuals because this is a poly relation. It might be. We're going to keep it open for that. Because I did hear the word mutual. So if you're into having more than one partner, polyamorous, this might be that partnership. There's going to be a lot of patience. There's going to be a lot of feeling into each other's rhythm in this partnership. We'll see if that comes forward even more, Cicada. But that's the overall vibe, is that there's a lot of patience here with getting the relationship to be in harmony. I'm hearing this from Spirit. Like, you all will spend some time working on it. I don't think it's going to be automatic in this relationship. Maybe you both are really different, and there's going to be some differences to work through in this relationship. Let's see. What is the thing that your partner is bringing to the relationship? What gifts are your partner bringing to the relationship? Because they will be a gift in this relationship. Yeah, this is going to be someone, group number 2, that teaches you a lot. You know, I would even say it's small stuff where you're going to be like, oh, I never know that was how you did that. You know, like, there's going to be something that the way that this partner shares, they don't mind sharing with you things that will make your life easier. That's interesting. Yeah. They always want to be of help to you, always want to be of assistance to you. Your partner cares about you, cares about anybody else that is in the household. If you all have children, if you all have pets, they care about making sure everything feels good, that it is running well, the household's running well. That's what it's giving me. Like, this person is a good partner to you. They don't have things in their mind about who needs to clean up stuff, or who needs to repair stuff, or who needs to do what, or who needs to do this. It's like, no, this partner, they are very well in their feminine energy, meaning they don't have any prescribed notions about who needs to fulfill what role. In fact, you and your partner, group number 2, you will talk about that in the beginning. Like, are they into like patriarchal values, or are they into like, you know, relationships that are, you know, fairly equal? And you're going to find that out. I think it's going to be important to you. You and your partner are going to talk, because I think you both have been in relationships where there was this unspoken expectations of your roles, and you both want to do that in a very intentional way. If one of you has the flexibility to be the at-home parent, it doesn't matter what gender that parent is. You both are going to really do things a little differently, I'm hearing, than your parents or the people you grew up around. So that is one of the gifts that your partner brings, is that I wouldn't even call it open-mindedness, just that ability to be very to exercise equity in the relationship. Your partner, in terms of their needs, what they'll need, they're going to need some alone time. Your partner is one of these people, like when they get overwhelmed, it's hard for them to be social. It's hard for them to kind of shift out of that. And you're going to see that this partner needs time and space to decompress. And so that's going to be something that you both will talk about. Maybe they have a stressful job. Maybe they have something about their nervous system that tends to have them be a little anxious. But you're going to find in this relationship that you or your partner or both of you need designated time on your own, just to kind of rejuvenate yourself, just to kind of it's not a long thing. Like group number one was more like this person goes on meditation retreats. This is more of like a daily thing. Like, I just want to go to the gym, do some workouts for an hour, and then I'll come home for dinner. Or you may have once a week, hey, I've got to just kind of go to a cafe, read on my own, maybe take a walk. Like, it's something where you all will have designated time, or this partner needs designated time just to recoup some of their energy. And you're going to talk about that. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but that's what your partner needs. Let's talk about what you bring, group number two, to the partnership. You, exorcist, you do bring a certain kind of freedom to the relationship. You do challenge conventions, social conventions. So if your partner has never really thought about it in terms of what roles people take on in the relationship, you're going to be the one to challenge all of that, group number two. You're going to be like, no, actually, if my body's going to be used to have a baby, I don't prefer to be the one that's actually like staying at home. You might say something like that. I don't want to stay at home. I just, as soon as my body's ready to go back to work, I'd rather work and you take care of the baby. Or, at certain ages, I want you to be the house parent if that's something that we have to do. Like, you're going to push against a lot of social conventions. Now, I like Cicada, you mentioned earlier, there may be challenges that you will bring forward in the relationship and say, hey, I think this is an opening for us to have a third person in our relationship. Or, if you all are poly, you're going to bring forward some of those ideas in the relationship that maybe expand the relationship. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but if that is something that's on your mind, you would be the one to bring it forward. Another strength that you bring to the relationship is, I think you confront ideas about what is codependency. What does it mean to depend on each other? What does it mean to trust each other? Does that have to be wrapped up in how we look at our sexual life? Like, you're going to bring in some new thoughts in this relationship about the boundaries of it, about how to expand it beyond the conventional. Maybe one of you is an Aquarius. Maybe you are an Aquarius, group number two. I think some of the things that you're going to have a needs for in the relationship is to have your needs acknowledged, to have your needs looked out for. I'm not saying that your partner is not going to do this, but I think that's what you're coming into the relationship with, a big need around that, group number two, to feel recognized. Your needs are acknowledged and validated. I think that's something that you're going to come in wanting your partner to know. That's something that you look for. You're also going to, wow. And this relationship, group number two, You're also going to come in with the need to not give up so quickly on the relationship, to not sabotage it because you feel like your needs are a lot. That's interesting. So while you come in with a lot of like new ideas about how you want this relationship to be, some of you may come in also with some needs that might make you feel insecure. Some needs that might, it's interesting. Like, I think you both are going to have to figure this out, group number 2, because in some cases, if you all did want a more expansive relationship that includes other people, there's even something inside of you that while you may want that, you feel insecure about your partner taking on a new partner. You feel insecure, maybe even jealous about the type of new partner your partner might have. And this is very strictly for the poly folks, but I'm saying, like, while you may want some of these things, it doesn't mean that you eliminate the emotions of feeling jealous, of feeling needy in certain ways when your partner's away with someone else, or like, y'all would have to take that. But group number 2, if it isn't a polyamorous relationship, it's just talking about how you want a lot of freedom maybe in the relationship to do the things that you want to do. But at the same time, there may be moments where you feel like you do want your partner to take care of things. You do want your partner's steadiness. So I think there's going to be a balance here of how you all work that out. It may sound like the things that you don't want end up being the things you do want. And there's something there, that you both will have to work out. Let's go to the physicality. The physicality of it all. If I can, I'll share this cards, but sometimes I can't because there may be in this relationship, maybe if I hold it back really far, do you think YouTube will get me? I think actually you both are going to be in discovery mode with each other. Say more, Spirit. I think the things that you think, I think both of you will have some kind of impression about one or the other in the beginning. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think what starts to happen is like, one of you seems like you surprise the other with your domination. Like, this marriage in the beginning, this partnership in the beginning, it doesn't seem like you express that part of yourself actually in the beginning. Or they. Take it where it resonates. It could be you or your partner. But when you all reach a certain level with each other, there's a little bit of, how do I want to say this? It can get really intense in the bedroom. There's something that maybe you don't bring up in the beginning of your relationship because you think, that's the old me. I don't need that anymore. I don't need to express that anymore. And this could be your partner. So take it where it resonates, flip flop it where it's like, I don't need to use that whip anymore. I don't need to use those chains anymore. I've elevated how I, not that it's not elevated, but you know what I'm saying. And then something happens where you're both like, I don't know. There's going to be a lot to discover in this intimacy. Yeah. I think the intimacy too will be one of you all. There's a lot of themes around submission and domination. So you both may have that kind of relationship. There's a lot of like themes around your partner being submissive and you being dominant, they being dominant, you being submissive. I think you both like to assume those different roles because, again, I think you all are trying to leave behind one dominant role for one partner. I think you both are going to be in the flow of allowing one person to be submissive when they need to be and the other to be dominant when they need to be. Yeah. There is this your spouse loves your backside. They really do. They might even like they like for you to read while they're just kind of engaged with your backside. I mean, it's 18 plus, but I can't get like two. But you get what I'm saying. Like this person, they like your body, they like your legs, they like the view from behind for whatever reason that is. This person can, they can get a little jealous if they feel like your attention is somewhere else. So that again makes me, it kind of does confirm the mutuals, the poly aspect. If they feel like you're engaged with, there's going to be, here's what I want to say. Even if it's a poly relationship, I think there's going to be something that happens in the middle of your partnership where it has to do with someone, the third person being very conventionally good looking. I don't know. There's something about your third person or your partner's third person that makes one or both of you uncomfortable. Whereas maybe this has never happened before, but this particular person, it might. Yeah, there's a lot of third party themes in here. Can't really show it, but yeah, there could be something in your relationship that takes a little bit of a hard turn, because if you all are in an open relationship of some sort, it's the third, I keep hearing it's the third person. There's something about this person that feels like they have the energy to disrupt what you all have built with each other. This is interesting. I mean, I think you would have to understand poly relationships, but that's it. Because this might be a third person. This might be a third person. If it's on your end, group number two, like someone else you're attracted to, this is going to be someone you're attracted to that you have a lot of attraction to. Like a lot of actual things will happen with this person. And it may get your partner really, for some reason, they become a little insecure on this one. And it's not like those things can't happen in a poly relationship. So if it is that, there could be some jealousy about that person, because that person, maybe they preoccupy someone actually a lot. They kind of interrupt some of the things that have been going on in the relationship. I don't know. There's something disruptive about this third person. Yeah. This relationship, though, I think you both really love the time with each other because it feels old. It feels not old like an old shoe, but old as in a past life. It feels like you all have found each other and you connect with each other in a particular kind of way. Very passionate. Yeah, again, it almost feels like, if it isn't past life, it feels like you all knew each other when you were like kids or something. Let me see. I want to watch my time. I'm already going on 2 hours. I have 2 more groups. Okay. Possible issues in the relationship. I think that one that I mentioned about the potential jealousy, if there's an open relationship. If there isn't an open relationship, I think for some of you in this relationship, it's going to be, how do you all work together? in the previous group, you all work really well together. In this relationship, I think it's harder for you all to kind of get things started, especially when it comes to shared goals. So it may be something where you all encounter a little bit of a hiccup. Like, where are we going? What is it that we want to do? You both may find that there's a challenge there in terms of how to grow the relationship. And it might be simply because you all have other people that are in the relationship. It makes it harder for you to just drill down to the both of you. Yeah. One or both of the partners might drink a little too much. That could be a challenge in the relationship. It could be one that you bring to the forefront. Yeah, there's more drinking. So, was this the one that I had? No, I was just looking. That was the last group. Yeah, there might be something about drinking in this relationship that you both might want to watch. You both are very much in each other's minds, on each other's minds. There's a deep connection that way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave it here, group number 2. That is what I have for you in terms of your relationship with this partner. Could be partners. I didn't really get like a strong third person, but if it is an open relationship, those were the things that came up as a concern. Yeah. I think sometimes, usually when I'm pulling, if I get more than one card, it can indicate like a poly relationship, but I think this one might have just been more of an possibly open relationship with jealousy. Interesting. You said old shoe that made you laugh. Yeah, it's like an old shoe, maybe. All right. Thank you, group number 2. Please give it a thumbs up if you resonated with any part of this reading. Please consider subscribing to this brand new channel. It helps me grow it. And I will see you in future readings. Let's move on to group number 3. All right. All right, group number 3. And let's clear the energy. All right, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is on your life with your future partner. We have it a little bit 18. We're making it a little spicy. It's not going to be really spicy. I mean, YouTube has a lot of rules. So, but we are going to start off with the overall vibe of this marriage partnership. And then we will talk about what your partner brings to the table. And then we'll talk about what your partner might need in the relationship. We'll talk about what you bring and then what you might need. We'll talk a little bit about the actual vibe. We'll get into a little bit of the relationship story. But yes, let's begin. This relationship, group number 3, it begins with a lot of gratitude. This is going to be a partnership where you both are very grateful that you've met each other. You both are going to be like, I cannot believe this ends up being my spouse. For a lot of you, you will get married in this group, but it could be a long-term partnership. So don't let that throw you off. But this relationship will begin with some really deep lessons. You both are going to be very grateful to have met each other and have had the opportunity to be in relationship with each other. You both are going to see it that way. You're going to feel like it's a great honor to be with your partner. You are going to feel this way, or your partner will feel this way, group number 3, that you could have had anyone and you chose them. That is what either you Your partner is going to feel, or both of you. You could have had anyone, and you chose me? What? It's going to feel like that. They're going to be like, what? You chose me? They're going to feel so lucky. I think you will feel lucky, but they're going to really feel lucky, group number 3. They're going to be like, wow. And they're going to use that word luck. I don't think that's a word they use very often. But when it comes to you, okay, no problem. I'll do the timestamps later too. Don't worry about that, Cicada. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate those timestamps. I forgot today on today's reading that I uploaded. I was all like on to the next thing, and someone did timestamps. I really appreciate it. So I appreciate you, Cicada. Thank you. Group number 3. I'm going to tell you, this partner of yours, they have you on a pedestal, and I don't think you'll ever get off of this pedestal the whole entire time you're in this relationship. I mean, it could be a forever relationship for all I know, but you know, your partner, they're going to bring a sense of humility, compassion, self-esteem to the relationship. They're even going to boost your self-esteem. They're going to, I think a lot of you, group number 3, are very low key. You do not maybe even see yourself as this prize. But when you meet your partner, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Like, you could have chose anyone and you chose me. Like, your partner already has this like huge narrative about how you have blessed them with a relationship. And they're going to tell you that a lot, this partner. You blessed me with this relationship. And you're just going to be like, really? Yeah. This partner is going to there's going to be a lot of self-empowerment here, because I think that hey, Raj. You're on the train. Got it. Hey, Raj. Good to see you, Raj. Yeah, this partner, I'm going to tell you right now, you all, this partner is going to really boost your self-esteem. I mean, I know that's usually a job you would do yourself, right? But this partner is really going to come in and say to you, I don't think you know who you are. You know, they're going to be like, you don't know how valuable you are, how worthy, the worthiness that's around. This partner is going to really point that out to you, group number 3. It's not that they think that you have low self-esteem, but they think that you're too humble. You don't give back to yourself. You don't give yourself flowers, and they want to give you flowers. They really do see how creative you are, how you don't mind pursuing things you know nothing about, but they see how actually very creative you are. Like, how if you decide to learn guitar, they're amazed, like at the Christmas party you're already singing songs. You know, like, this partner sees all of who you are, maybe even some things potentially wise that you don't see about yourself. Your partner's like, they're always going to be like, you should try it, you should do it. If you mention, you know, I'm thinking about learning how to do sushi, next thing you know, your partner's got you a whole set on making sushi, including books and all the tools. You know, like, your partner sees you as someone who really opens up when they have the opportunity to just be in new and different things. Your partner loves that about you. They want to enable that in you, you know, to take chances, to grow, to expand your knowledge. They're going to be there for you that way. What are some of the things they might need in a relationship? They're going to need a lot of mothering. Hold on, because some of you are going to be like, wait. No, this partner, I think you're going to find they legitimately need to be nurtured. I don't think that until this relationship, they've had relationships like that, Many of you, the people your partner used to be involved with, they weren't nurturing types. This is interesting. Spirit is saying that your partner might have dated some really, how do we want to say, conventionally good looking people, models, things like that. But these people, they were very cold in the emotional front. So when your partner, it's interesting, because this is interesting. Because I think group number 3, in the beginning, you're going to see the kind of people your partner has dated in the past. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm no way. I don't think you have to compete with this, but you're going to look at this and going to be like, I'm probably not their type. You're going to think that. And when you meet them, they're going to be like, oh my God, you're everything I've ever wanted. And you're going to feel like, gosh, I'm not 6 feet tall. I'm not, you're going to do some light comparisons in the beginning. And your partner is going to tell you, no, what you offer, what I've seen you give to me is so much more valuable than some kind of looks or somebody's height or measurements or whatever, or what the clothes they wear. Like there's something your partner is going to let you know early on, that you're going to see they're not superficial, that somehow they may have dated some of those people in the past, and maybe they grew, but when they meet you, they're going to understand a lot of things that they've been missing. And one of them is that mothering energy, that nurturing energy. What else will they need? They're really going to need your companionship. This person, your partner, they were not in very emotionally healthy relationships. I think when they get with you, they're going to be like, oh my God, like I didn't even know you could have this in a relationship. That's what they're going to feel that way. Like, wow, I didn't even know you could get this in a relationship. It's something like that, What about you, group number 3? What are you bringing into the relationship? I think you're going to bring, it's interesting, you're bringing service into the relationship. You serve your partner. And I don't mean this like a beer. You serve your partner's like emotional health. You serve the feelings of like compassion. You hug your partner. You tell your partner, group number 3, how handsome they are, how considerate they are. You even bring up things that you notice your partner did. You really reinforce all the good things about them. I don't think they've ever experienced that in a relationship. I think this person was used to a lot of relationships that were drama filled with a lot of people who were very self-involved. And you're not like that. So when they hear that from you, they're like, wow, I mean, my partner just told me that I inspire them. Like they're going to like dead stop. Like, oh my God, like I didn't know this was possible in a relationship. It's funny because I keep seeing the prostitute card come out. I think what you are going to bring as a need, though, group number 3, is to feel like you can spend money on yourself, like to feel like you could even quote unquote treat yourself. I think a lot of you have had to be in a relationship, or maybe just you've always had to fend for yourself. Things might have been tight. When you meet this partner, though, group number 3, I get a sense that they have money, that they have the ability to take care of you all in a way that you're probably not going to be used to. And I think you're going to have to get used to that need of, you don't have a need to have money spent on you, but in a way you do. This is interesting. Spirit's like, no, you need to be in a relationship where someone gives you a gift. And it's not just because they want to sleep with you that night. You know what I mean? Like, no, you want to be in a relationship where someone doesn't mind caring for you. And sometimes that's monetarily. That's interesting. You are going to bring that need, a need to understand that you can be taken care of that way. Group number 3. Spirit said one more card. Yeah. You're going to bring also a need. You're going to have a need in the relationship to feel as if you don't have to be in the masculine energy all the time. I'm speaking to someone specifically in the feminine form. Your relationship, group number 3, you're going to really want to be in your feminine energy. And this actually is a marriage, a partnership where you get to be in your feminine energy, meaning you get to be receptive. You're not out here driving everything in the relationship, telling everybody what I want from it, when I want it, how we're going to do it. Like a lot of that, it's not going to happen in this relationship. Like your partner is going to meet you with that masculine energy that just balances you out. Some of you are going to really feel a dip in your cortisol levels being with this person because I don't know, you're just able to partner with this person. And when I say partner, I mean like all the things. Let's get into your ex. What's this going to be like? Because I think you both have needs that are quite doable for each other. It's like, yeah, just rely on me. Yeah, just nurture me. Like, this is lovely. Okay, what's the intimacy like, though, Spirit? Let's just get into these folks' business. It's going to be very cute. There's a lot of stolen kisses in this relationship. There's a lot of joy and happiness. There's a lot of little makeout places that you all go to. If you're that one couple at the party that always kind of disappears and everybody's like, where are they? Yeah, you all in this relationship, there is, yeah, I can't show you this picture, but I can tell you there's a lot of like the ex-life is really good. It's very sensual. It's very passionate. You all are definitely attracted to each other on the physical level. There's nothing, yeah. there's a little intensity with it, a little domination. Like one of the partners really loves like intensity in the bed. There could be, I'm sorry, I'm getting this a few times. One or both of you could be a little possessive. Why, Spirit? You know, the beginning of this relationship, before you all decide to get married, one or both of you might be with somebody else, or it may be like a situation where you both haven't committed yet, like you both are dating still. That's interesting. It came up twice. I can't really show you, but there's a third person. It's weird. Now let me look. Let me take a second. Yeah, there's a third party in this relationship, and I don't know why. Hold on. I'm all like, they're going to see you with somebody. Spirit is saying this is before you all really commit to each other. There is going to be some kind of third person. It's going to bring up a lot of feelings. It is really going to bring up a lot of feelings. And maybe it, and here's what I see, and I think Spirit is kind of showing it, is that, you know, sometimes it's more of a situationship before it's an actual, like, you're moving towards a committed relationship or having an actual marriage, I think there's some things that really, some key things will happen in the beginning of your relationship to this person. And one of them is that either one or both of you have a partner, because it's almost like, and I don't mean like a partner, like you both have someone you're dating. I'm going to put it that way, because I don't think it's like this person is not married or anything like that, or in a long-term relationship, but you're going to see this person, or they're going to see you with someone else. And they're going to see you being more, how do I want to say, intimate with this person. I don't mean like they're going to watch you having X with this person. They're going to see you kiss this person. They're going to see you hug this person. They're going to see this person do some kind of intimate move on you. And oh my God, that is going to send them. I think that's going to be where your relationship turns. Because I think in the beginning, this is one of those relationships, I'm going to tell you, where somebody's like, I'm not so sure. I'm just ready to settle down. I'd rather just date. And you're going to be like, okay, that's what I'm doing anyway. But then they go somewhere and they see, like you both might be dating each other and you might be dating other people. But they go somewhere and they see you with somebody who's, we all can't control the actions of people we're dating. There's going to be some people you date that, they like to have their arms all around you while you're dancing. They might see you at the club and the person you're dancing with is like, but it's going to set them off. It is going to set them off. And you need to take this where it resonates, because it might be you. Because I already mentioned they used to date people who look kind of like models and stuff like that. And you're going to be like, oh, hell no. There's going to be something that sets off a talk about where you all are. And I think that's the kind of talk that just moves it into a relationship. It's like, listen, if you want to be with these people, I'm moving on. It may be one of those kind of talks. Yeah. There may be a time where one or both of you you both are feeling a little bit sad about where your relationship is. And I think you both have to have a talk about it. And you both are going to realize, no, I really want to be with you. No, I really want to be with you. And you are going to finish the unfinished business. You are. But there is, I'm not going to lie to you, there's a little bit of a rockiness in the beginning, because I think either one or both of you haven't really said, it's time for us to settle down or be in this relationship. I think you both kind of, you're like watching each other like, wait, are you really dating other people? I mean, I know we haven't said anything, but really, are you dating other people? It's going to be, that difficult time in the relationship where you're like, not sure when you introduce this person, you're like, it's not really my boyfriend. It's not my girlfriend. Like you're wondering like, oh, what do I say? This is my friend. Oh, that sounds like we're not exactly friends. Like you're going through that part. Spirit saying it may disrupt the relationship a little bit. Let's go to relationship challenges. Yeah. Here's what I am going to say, and I think it just goes with the whole rest of it, group number 3. In this relationship, I think that you all come from different clans of wolves, meaning you all have your own little communities when you first meet. And it's almost as if the two don't really collide. So, I mean, your spouse in the beginning has their own kind of like social scene, and you'll have yours. And I think that's where the rockiness happens, because you both kind of come from different places. So you may be a little different in how you relate to life. This person may have a career and a kind of job that puts them in a lot of social situations, with rappers and models and all that other stuff, like that person might have that life just peripherally because that's the business they're in. I'm just using it as an example. And you might just be like a librarian. You're like, I'm not trying to go out and meet the latest rapper or something. Like it's going to be something like that, where you both have to figure out how to bring your lives together in a way that makes sense, that feels respectful to the other partner. Let me see if there's anything else, group number 2, that Spirit wants to say about your marriage, your partnership. Because it will get back in alignment with this person. You're going to have a lot of competition. I ain't going to lie. You and maybe them. This is not going to be a partnership that's free of feelings. I think you both attract people, and you both tend to attract people who are really, how do I want to say it? You both do not attract people who are quiet about their attraction. You both attract people, like when you all go out, the kind of compliments you get is like, somebody will realize your partner's not there and they'll be like, hey girl, what's up? Like, and your partner's going to be like, I cannot leave you alone. And it will be the same thing. It will be like, some people coming up to your partner being like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And you're going to have to be like, there's a reason for that. So you both are going to be, this is going to be very interesting in the beginning of the relationship before you all commit. There's a lot of outside testing. But you all, and Spirit said, because it did come in reverse, but I was going to take it upright because I felt like the energy was you manifested each other. But Spirit also said in reverse, it could mean that there's a lot of people around you who want to manipulate things for your relationship. So be very careful about what you share about your relationship with others, or how you all process things in front of other people. Be careful of that. Yeah, you just want to make sure that there aren't people around you who are trying to disrupt your relationship. There is that kind of energy, Spirit is saying. Yeah. And really, honestly, I don't believe you two are the kind of people to juggle one another, but Spirit is saying there's people around you, yeah, who might have other plans. And so there might be a way where you both are Page of Pentacles, you're both having to like recognize the outside forces and not say to one another, oh, you're overreacting to this, or no, there's going to be a moment where you both are like, no, we need to protect our relationship, because there will be people who have other interest. Yeah. There will be other people who have, this is a Knight of Cups. There will be other people who have interest for whatever reason. You both seem to be a little high profile in terms of going out with each other, being seen with each other. You might even end up, depending, I think your partner is someone who's highly visible. So when you all go to parties, there might be pictures of you both together. They may end up being on social media. Like, you may be dating someone, marrying someone eventually who's very well known. And I think that's the beginning of this relationship has to figure all of that out. This person may be in a lot of social circles where things are very celebrity focused, and you may not be into that life. Vice versa, if it resonates the other way. Yeah, you're going to, in the beginning, you're really going to have to decide, is this going to be the life you want to live with a partner? Because it might be public, a lot of your relationship. Yeah. But I do feel like you both are going to come to some agreement. You both are going to know what each other's boundaries are. You both are going to know where the line is with each other. But I do see in the beginning, you have to work that out. Group number 3. Because you both are very attractive. And like I said, there's a lot of people who want to get at both of you, separately, maybe together, who knows? But, you all will have a lot of people attracted to you both in different ways for different reasons. and jealousy will come up. But, you all will work it out because I think you're going to talk to each other and get some things straight. Very interesting, group number 3. So if you resonated with that, could you please give it a thumbs up? I really appreciate it because it helps me to grow this brand new channel. And group number 3 sounds like a really cool partnership. A little bit in the limelight. Very interesting. Yeah. And please consider subscribing. You just click that bell. You get notified when I upload new readings. Thank you all in group number 3. We are going to go now to group 4. I went later than I thought I was going to go, but it's okay. I like this reading. So group 4, let's finish shuffling the cards. Some people are sticking up late night with me. It's almost like 10:30 here. Is it 10:30 here? No, it's 8:40. I'm tripping. Okay. And let me shuffle a couple more cards and then we'll clear the energies. How's everyone doing? Raj, I'm so glad that you came through. Sounds like you're traveling with family. Our last group, you all. Thank you, Cicada. I appreciate it. I got to write down these numbers. Let me write them down. So 4 is... Did we get 3, Cicada? We did, huh? I got it. That helps me so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I got group 2. Did we get group 2? I'm like arrowing up really quick. If not, I could find those. I could find that. Ba-ba-ba-da. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get it later. Yeah, I have 3 and 4. Thank you so much. That's helpful. Okay, so let's clear the energy. Let me shuffle a couple more decks. How have these been? Have they been? They haven't really been. Are they like good 18 plus, or is it not enough like 18 plus info? It's kind of hard. YouTube is a little. They've gotten so much stricter. You can't even show drawn boobies anymore, you know? Even though I think we're all born with boobies, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Cicada. I really do. Okay, cool. Now I'll get that. I appreciate it. Okay, so group number 4. Let's clear the energies. All right, group number 4. Last but not least at all. Yeah, the censorship is really extreme. I'm like, why? Because there's videos where I don't understand it. So anyway, I'm all like, there's stuff out there that's just totally inappropriate. And I'm all like, a drawing of some boobies is really going to send somebody over the edge. Okay. It's always boobs. It's never something else. But anyway, so the opening vibe of this relationship, group number 4, your marriage, your partnership, is transformation. This is really quite literally going to be a life-changing relationship for you, group number 4. You're going to not only feel the power of love in this relationship, it's going to help you move through a lot of illusions. That's interesting. It's going to help you shift your awareness. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. Yeah, you're making it just in time for group number 4. So the opening vibe is transformation. This is going to be a partnership that's going to change your life, group number 4. It is going to change your life. It's going to change you I mean, the way you think, the way that you see the world, it's going to literally be transformed by this partnership, by this marriage. Wow. That's the overall vibe. Have you met this person yet? Let me see. Ooh, no, you haven't met them yet, but guess what? You are going to get married to them. Four of Wands. You haven't met them yet, but you are getting married to this person. Group number 4. Whatever marriage looks like for you. But you are going to enter into some long-term thing with this friend. Oh, I said a friend. But it said you didn't know them. They might be your friend first before you realize this is your spouse. This person is going to bring so much wonderment into your life. I think if you've been a person that's been really serious, or maybe your work is really serious, group number 4, when you meet this person, I don't know why Spirit's going, they're going to be a little goofy. You're going to be like, wait, like their energy is just going to be so lighthearted, childlike. They're going to like to bring that out in you. They feel like you need to have fun. They feel like you could really start to enjoy your life more. I think when you meet this person, something about you, group number 4, feels serious to this person, or something serious might even be happening around you. This person has a little bit of a trickster energy. You're not going to be able, there's something about this person where, group number 4, you're just not going to be able to put your finger on what it is about them that you find attractive, because I don't get that this is like your normal vibe in a relationship, playfulness and fun. But this person's going to bring, even your very first date, Spirit is showing me, it's going to be something where you all have so much fun. Maybe they're going to take you on a paint sip. I don't know. But they're going to do unusual things with you in the beginning, in the dating stage. And it's going to let you know this person is not only fun, but they've got a little bit of a trickster vibe. Like they like to expose you to the unexpected. This is someone, when you go to the restaurant with you and it is not your birthday, they know it's not your birthday, they will still tell the wait staff, it's my girlfriend's birthday. Can you just... This will be that partner that just has like the restaurant staff, because they're going to bring you somewhere where the restaurant staff, like in Atlanta, there's a restaurant staff. They do like all the backflips and they're like singing. Your partner would bring you to a restaurant like this and just have them like sing you happy birthday, have the whole restaurant singing you happy birthday. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm not going to tell these people it's not my birthday. Like it's stuff like this that, yeah, you're right. Like spontaneous, because I think this person, they love seeing you smile. They love seeing you laugh. But there's something about your life that feels a little serious when you meet them. I think it's going to be a lot of your responsibilities. And they're going to show you that they can help you with some of that too. That life doesn't have to be dragging you down all the time with these responsibilities. Some of you might be caring for somebody when you meet this person. You may have some responsibility that's keeping you a little bit, I don't know, I want to say grounded, but not grounded in a good way, like it's having you feel like a low energy. When you meet this person, they're going to up your energy. They're going to help you see the lightness in life. What is it that your partner's going to need, though? Because, we all have needs in a relationship. You're going to give this person, I hate to say it, you're going to give this person a little bit more food for thought. You're going to be the grounding force in the relationship, because we have hedonists upside down. So your partner might indulge a lot in things. I'm not going to say like drinking or something like that, but they might indulge even financially in things, like they seem like a fire sign. They might be a little impulsive with things that they want to do, even if it's something to please you. You're going to always have to be like reeling them in. Like, hun, I really don't think you should have brought us two round trip tickets to Bora Bora when we're trying to get ready to pay our taxes. Like you still might go. But like there's things that this it's like you're just going to bring a little reality to this partner, but not too much, because you do love their energy. You do love how free they are. You do love how they rather be happy. They'd rather be happy than be any moment in some kind of down energy. What strengths do you bring to the relationship? Oh, this is interesting. You bring the energy of the gambler. It's interesting because what you bring, group number 4, is the idea that one should use their intuition to get through life. And I think your partner is really going to feel that attraction to you, that sometimes intuitively you just make decisions. Intuitively, you will make a calculated risk. It's not like you're completely so a conformist or in a box or anything. You too use your intuition. You use your gut. And I think that's something that you both will have in common. That ability to kind of take a chance on life, to take a chance on yourself. Group number 4, your partner is going to really love that about you, and how you complement that in them. Like just that same spontaneity, I guess, that same ability to take a risk. They're also going to like how you give up the whole idea of being a victim in life, that there are things in life you can't control. I think this has to do with whatever situation you're in when you meet your partner, group number 4, the one that's leaving you a little bit, how do I want to say, heavy. You're going to come out of you're going into this relationship not feeling like a victim though. So if it was something that you had to deal with that was really difficult, you still don't blame anyone. And your partner really loves that about you. Like you're not trying to blame anyone. You're not trying to find anyone to blame. You're not trying to put your responsibilities off on someone else. You're not like that. It's just like they feel like you're so strong to be able to deal with whatever's in front of you. And they just look at trying to be that person in your relationship that introduces some lightness to your situation, that helps you to laugh occasionally, because there's plenty for you to cry about when you're in this beginning phase. You'll know there's going to be something you're dealing with when you meet this partner. You also bring a lot of energy of femme fatale. Your partner's like, group 4. Like they think you are just X on a plate. X, with cherries and whipped cream. They really do feel very attracted to you. They also feel like other people are attracted to you too. They do feel like you have a general attractiveness that many people notice. I think the things that you're going to need in this relationship is to understand that caregiving doesn't always mean sacrifice of all areas of your life. You have the slave in reverse. It just means that the needs that you're going to come into the relationship with, group number 4, is to understand that even with caregiving, you have to have your own boundaries. You can't just give until you're running on empty. This partner is going to show you that. They're going to show you that it is good to, I don't know, to monitor, be discerning with how you spend that energy. You have Don Juan in reverse. I think even though you're a femme fatale, group number 4, I think that's the energy you come in with. Your needs, though, are to be with someone in a very committed situation. You need to be with someone who it brings out the positive feelings in you. So even though you're femme fatale, you do not want to be with the Don Juan. You want to be with someone who really is focused on you and your happiness. They're not out in the streets somewhere. You like this partner. They're very attentive to you. Anything else that you need? I think you're just going to need someone to help you understand when you're going down the deep hole of caregiving to where you can't get out of that hole. You need someone to be there for you before that, to be like, hun, I want you to take care of yourself. What is it that I can do? Can I go pick them up from the doctors? Like this is going to be that partner that's like, listen, I see you need I scheduled you a massage. Just go get the massage and I will go get this paper signed, or I will go meet with this person. Like there's something this person, your partner is going to genuinely start helping you and helping you to not reach a level where you're exhausted. They really are going to be looking out for you that way. Okay, let's go to the ex in the relationship. How they going to really like you physically? Yeah, devoted partner. You know what I mean? Because they're going to see all the work you're doing. Ooh, I can't show you this picture, but whoa. You all have a certain kind of like chemistry. You both have like a certain way that you both like love to be with each other. There's something about music while you all are being intimate. There's music going. You all like a little intimate music. You all might, if you all end up living with some kind of family member because you're taking care of, maybe, for an example, I'm not saying this is it, but if you all are taking care of a parent or you're taking care of someone else in the household, you might find it difficult to get the privacy you need. Just saying. You will have to kind of work around that. I think that too, you both, there's a lot of just taking care of each other's needs in this relationship that feel quite nurturing, I think sometimes you're going to be alone, group number 4, just thinking about all the things that are on your mind. And I think your partner is that partner that just comes in and says, listen, maybe you've had a bad day. Has it been a bad day? Let me just massage you. Let me run you a bath. Let me warm up the sheets for you. I'm only saying that because, like you have that electric blanket. Anyway, like, let me get you some tea. They're going to help you wind down. They're going to help you get out of your head. And sometimes to help you get out of your head is having exy time. Just having exy time with you, taking your mind off of things. This is going to be that partner that's like, let me get you in the mood. Let me get your mind off of these things. Yeah. They have a big cup for you that way. They always are really wanting to distract you a little bit with the physical because they know that they can take your mind off of things that way. They do. And they do. Take your mind off of things that way. They have that power. You are never going to turn down their touch. You really won't. And this person might have a lot of Taurus qualities because they're going to bring food into the situation. You all will sit there, be eating in bed and having a good time. And they're like, oh, try this dessert I got you. And, it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of like relaxation. This person is there's going to be a lot of times where you all just mill around. If you all have a whole weekend to yourself, nobody else is at home, you're not even going to bother to get dressed. You just walk around with sheets wrapped around you. You both eat at the table with your sheets hanging off. Like there's just a deep kind of sense of like, let me just hold this mood for us. Like you all, yeah. It's really beautiful how you both kind of just take care of each other and allow each other to relax, allow each other to just be, because there's a lot of responsibilities. I keep getting that, group number 4. Like there's something you're very responsible for during this time, during your marriage. And, I think a good part of your physical intimacy is just to allow for release, allow for, other feelings to come through, release a lot of frustration. Last few cards. Yeah. This person really does see you as the star. They're very attracted to you. They love just all the things that you do intimately with them. Even if you just give them a glass of water, they're like, oh, group number 4 is so sexy when they get me a glass of water. They're just you're gonna find when you walk across the room, you're gonna feel their eyes on you, and you turn around and they're just staring at you. This is gonna be someone you wake up and they're looking at you. They do a lot of gazing at you. They like how pleasurable you are to their eyes. That's very sweet. Last thing. Yeah, this person will woo you a lot. They will bring you flowers. They'll bring you unexpected gifts. I keep saying dessert. They love bringing you little desserts. I don't know. There must be some bakery they like, but they bring you a lot of gifts. They like to woo you. They like to be like, how's my honey doing? Guess what I got you today? And it could be just something really small and cute. I stopped by a crystal shop and got you a little crystal or whatever, like a book, whatever. They're like that. Their gifts is part of their love language, I'm getting. What are some possible challenges in a relationship? I think the only thing that Spirit says might be a challenge in this relationship is to allow some of the things that feel very big, that feel very out of your control, to dominate the relationship. Meaning, this is just an example, but I feel like it might be a relevant one, which is if someone's taking care of a sick parent, or, they're in charge of someone's care, there's something about that can get so big, right? The financial responsibility, the physical and mental responsibilities. And I think Spirit is saying, as long as you give this a relationship a chance to have its own space within all of your responsibilities, and not to allow whatever's happening externally to take over the relationship. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. You can only do what you can do. Yeah. Last few cards. Yeah, gift giving, food sharing. I don't know. Sounds very nice to me. Yeah. You all will get away with each other quite often. There will be a lot of magical moments with this person. Even if it's going and sitting in a field of wildflowers and drinking wine, you all will find that your partner, they can just do special things for you that don't require a lot of money. You both meet at the mind level. You both have a certain kind of connection that way. Again, you might finish each other's sentences. You might think about each other and then call each other at the same time, text each other at the same time. Yeah, I really do believe you will get married to this person if that's something you want. This is definitely a spouse. Anything else, Spirit? Actually, this is going to be someone that their wooing does work on you. You will not push this person away. Their wooing does work. You think there's just the cutest thing. I don't know why. That's what I heard. You will think they are just the cutest. There's something very much about their energy that you like, that puts down your guard. Last few. Yeah. I think in the beginning of this relationship, you're very much Queen of Swords. They're going to be like, and they're such a jokester. They're so lighthearted. But when they meet you, you're going to be like, who the hell are you? I don't think you're resistant, but you're like, and they're going to break through some of that Queen of Swords, armor. Yeah. And you're going to realize this is not someone who wants to cheat you out of things, Five of Swords, who wants to kind of take things and run. You're going to realize what kind of person this is. They are the Emperor. Spirit cracks me up because Spirit's like, listen, they're going to come off as a child, but you're going to really understand as you get deeper into this relationship what it truly is. I'm hearing this specifically, but take it where it resonates gender-wise. But you're going to understand what it's like to be with a real man. This one. And because it really debunks a lot of things that you were either socially conditioned to learn about men, or, this person debunks a lot of that. While they're a very brilliant leader, while they're very responsible, they also know how to reach deeply within themselves to take care of you, to be of a support for you emotionally. And they know how to make you laugh. They know how to put you in child energy. This person can be as easily in child energy as they can be in Emperor energy. They're not stuck in child energy. They are very much a person you could depend on. And they will prove that to you in many ways. Yeah. For many of you, Spirit is saying Five of Pentacles. This person's going to come and really give you the support you need materially. There's something that you will be struggling with when they meet you, and it's okay for them. Like they're going to give it in the way that you feel comfortable. I don't think this is someone who's coming in to like dominate your life in any way. They're going to be very respectful of what your needs are and what you want. But they are here to help you if you will take that help. Group number 4. They see something about what you're going through, and they know it's not forever. But they know that at the point in your life when they meet you, they know that whatever you're going through could possibly make you want to deprioritize the relationship, and they're going to ask you not to do that. They're going to want to be in your life while you're going through whatever you're going through. Okay, so that's what I have for you, because remember, this relationship is going to transform both of you. Okay. All right, my honeys, that's what we have. Yes, a balanced partner, Cindy, right? So that's what I have, group number 4. I hope that you all found this useful, helpful. Thank you for all of the timestamps, Cicada. And I appreciate you all. And I hope to see you a little bit later this week. Okay? Take care. Bye.